If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That is what's written on the post-it note on the desk of whoever's responsible for Fanatec's Formula Wheel lineup, because this general design has been going strong for years. And whilst for us old-timers it's a little bit boring to see it rolled out year after year, they did get it right, and it is a very enticing wheel for new sim racers. I should know, the first Fanatec wheel I ever put my hands on 5 years ago was the Club Sport V2 Formula wheel, and I loved it. It felt so unbelievably swish and posh to me after a lifetime on a Logitech G29. It was relative luxury. This particular variant, the Club Sport F1 eSports V2 wheel, gives you the Formula wheel in its leanest form, only what you need at the lowest price in the range. For €240, that's including a metal QR2 quick release. That's pretty solid value. Let's take a look. Before we get into it, this wheel was provided by Fanatec free for review. However, this is a review, not an ad. Good and bad points will be covered as I see them, and all words are my own. Watch the whole video through before making a decision, but if you do proceed to buy, then using the affiliate link in the video description to travel to Fanatec will help support me and this channel to continue doing what I do, and thank you. As a result of both those points, I do mark videos of this nature as paid promotion in YouTube settings. So, out of the box, we have our F1 eSports V2 wheel. It's 270mm diameter, which is smaller than most sim racing wheels you'll find, but it is sized faithfully to what would be found in a Formula style car. They are about this small, if not smaller. Small diameter wheels feel more intense when it comes to force feedback because you have less leverage over the motor sending the forces to you. The trade-off is that they're harder to be finely precise with, but they are easier to make quick, snappy movements with, perfect for Formula cars, but you can use this just fine for GT as well. The overall feel and impression is great for the price. It's made predominantly of plastic, but doesn't feel plasticky. Mostly thanks to a good overall material quality, and the suede wrapped handles and steel shifter paddles, they are your points of contact where your palms and fingers will be spending most time, so you'll mostly be in touch with materials that are superior to plastic. The shifters feel great, quiet but very plush and positive. I like them a lot. The whole body or chassis feels tight, compact and well put together. It will be your new favourite thing to hold and obsess over. A very simple digital display is found at the centre, along with rev strips and flag LEDs crowning it. The display is a bit old school, everyone can agree on that. It's not as fancy or useful as the small displays you find on other Fanatec wheels. It's probably the F1 eSports wheel's most obvious weak point that makes it look a little bit aged. At least it's blue. The LEDs are nice and big, bright and fully customisable in the Fanalab software on PC too. Finally, an unexpected feature that you can't see. Tiny vibration motors are housed within the handles, which, on PC at least, can be programmed to echo engine vibrations, ABS and wheel lockups, amongst other things. Now the effects aren't incredible, but they are there, you do notice them, and they do make a difference to the liveliness of the wheel. They're nice to have, especially on what is really a low to mid-end wheel rim. Double check that the simulator or game you're set on is compatible with these features though. I'm using iRacing, as always. Considering the price, it provides a surprisingly plush and solid feel thanks to those comfy and softly clad handles and lovely shifters. It's just a mature feeling wheel. Its smallish size is the main thing that works against it. It's been a common remark over the years, but that's a matter of taste and driving style. If you're coming from an entry-level wheel, then this will feel a distinct tier above what you're used to, for sure. As it should, because this is likely a lot of money to be spending on a wheel rim alone. But rest assured, you should be nicely satisfied with how this feels to you. Any negatives to mention? Well, just a couple. Those handles will show signs of use after a few weeks, especially if you use them barehanded, because they'll grab the oils from the palms of your hands over time. However, don't worry about using gloves with them just to avoid that, really. In my experience, a face wipe brings them back to looking good as new every once in a while. Even if they do get completely knackered, then there's a company called Pineapple Grips which produces replacement handles and accessories for this wheel, even including a widening mod to extend the wheel to 290mm over the standard 270. There are mods a million for Fanatec's Formula wheels because they've been around for so long. Secondly, the F1 eSports V2 model you see here is the cheapest of the Formula variants, But there is a reason it's cheaper, of course. There are less buttons available to you. You don't get V's, V's, or V's. Not a problem if you're keeping things simple, but if you know you have aspirations to drive proper simulators in proper high-end race cars with things like ABS, traction control, engine maps, and stuff to keep on top of, you'll run out of buttons quickly here and you'll sorely miss their presence. It is mildly puzzling adjusting the tuning menus with the simplistic display, but once you know what each symbol means, then it's not bad. It's just not as easy as it is on Fanatec's proper mini displays. You can upgrade this wheel with the advanced paddle module if you like, though you probably won't want to, as it costs nearly as much as this wheel. Finally, as mentioned in most Fanatec reviews, and not just mine, Fanatec aren't famed for their fast and effective customer support. They are now under new ownership of Corsair, and this may lead to improvements in that department, but wake me up when they've proven themselves. You know, Fanatec kit is decent if you have no issues. All in all, to me, this is a great budget-friendly wheel that gives you the most important parts of Fanatec's Formula series, being the nice handles, compact shape, numerous gadgets, and overall sturdiness. It's not the flashiest looking of the formulas. I've never been a fan of the way this looks, but now that I've met it, I've come to love it for its lack of nonsense. It's just here, take it or leave it. None of the twiddly bits of its more expensive family members. Not everything they make is a winner, but there are definitely examples of where Fanatec customers get a legitimately good deal by being part of their ecosystem, and this is one of them. If you're an F1 fan lining up an upgrade, this should appeal to you and you shouldn't be disappointed with what you get. There we go. I hope this was nice and entertaining, informative. If you have any questions at all, then please ask away in the comments. Don't forget, if you've made up your mind, using the Fanatec affiliate link in the video description to travel to their site will help support me in my efforts to bring more videos like this to you, and thanks for taking the time to do just that. Cheers again.